So hey guys, this is Biswajit and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can extract zip files using Python. So I'll go to my working directory, which is over here. So this is a compress.zip file. If I open this file, I have a folder called as data, and inside that I have many files. So this zip file contains some images and some books. Okay. So I have just replicated the few files. So this zip file I created using the zip module in Python. I have made a video on that. I do recommend please do watch that video first. So first you should know how to zip it, and then you should come to know how to unzip it. So first definitely go and watch the zip part, the first two videos. Now here I will show you how to extract files. So I'll open my Jupyter notebook. I'll open my file explorer over here. And my Jupyter notebook is also open. Yes. Now I'll open. Yeah, so we are in a working directory. Now first I will show you how to extract each and everything that is present in your zip file. Okay, pretty like we will go with the main thing first. Extract everything that is present in your zip file. So it's very simple. From zip file import star with zip file. I think the module is zip file, yes, and we have the zip file called as compress.zip, and the mode will be is read mode and as zip file object. Now what we will do is zip file object dot extract all. Okay, so you can see there are two methods, extract and extract all. I'll show the extract later. I just wanted to show you the extract all first. So if I do this and if I just do shift and enter, okay, so you can see our data is extracted. So in our compress.zip, there was a folder called as data, and inside the data we had our files. Now if you extract this file, you have the data, and inside this data you have all these files which got extracted. Okay, so you can see even the file size is changed, like it is 1.48 MB, but in this the file size is like 617478. So this is like the compressed file size, and this is like the actual file size. So this data is like you can verify that it was compressed and it got uncompressed. Now this is like the simple, the most like the thing that most of the people is going to use, that is extract all. Just extract all the files that is present. So I hope like most people are going to get satisfied with this extract all only, but still I want to show you a little bit more. For example, I have in my zip file, I have data such as the JPG files and the CSV files. What if I don't want to extract the CSV files? I just want to extract the JPG files, the image files. So how we can do that? So that is, let's delete this file. Okay, I'll show you how to do that. So the first line is going to be the same. Here we are going to conditionally select the we are just going to view the zip file and conditionally select the files that matches our criteria. So if I do zip file object dot, maybe we can do file list. Okay, and if you have not seen this video on how to view files inside a zip file, I do recommend you go and watch the previous video in this playlist. So that is like how I have shown you how you view files without extracting them. That is exactly what we are going to do it. So now if I do L equal to, or maybe file list, I will do file list equal to this, and if I print the file list, okay, so it prints out everything like every information it throws in our face. Now we can also use name list, we can also use file list, anything is fine. I'm just going to go with file list. Okay, so if it makes a little bit complicated, we can also go with name list. Like even like this is also fine. This only gives us a name. Fine, we will go with name list. Okay, so what we can do now, so we have our file list. Now what we will do for line in file list. Okay, now this is a list. Okay, and we have a list, so definitely we can check whether that is a jpg file or csv file. We want the jpg files to be extracted. So what we can do, if line dot, we can use ends with function in python, or we can do string slicing. Okay, so first let me show with string slicing, which is the simplest one I feel. If I do -4 colon, if line -4 colon, which gives us the dot jpg part. Let me also show you this, what is actually happening over here. Okay, otherwise might get a little bit confused. Okay, so if I show you, so these are the file names, I mean file extensions. Okay, even we can give -3. Okay, even this also will help us. Fine. So if line -3 colon, so this gives us all the file extensions that are present. Now what we can do, we can conditionally select this, like if line -3 colon equal to csv. Okay, I spoke about jpg, so we'll make this as jpg. So if line -3 colon equal to jpeg file, and we want to extract only the jpeg files, so it will be file list dot extract file list, not file list, it's actually Zipfile object dot extract only the jpeg files. So we'll pass the file name. Okay, and if we do shift and enter, see our data folder got created. And if we open this, see, you can see only the jpg files are present, only this particular files are present, right? And if we want only the csv files, we can delete this data folder. If you want only the csv files, just we can do equal to csv, and you can see all our csv files are over here. Okay, so you can conditionally select based upon the file extensions or anything. Like, so you have a list, you have a string, right? So you do whatever you like. Now, for example, if you want to extract files which are like more than maybe 2 MB, okay, we can do that also. So if I show you in my compress folder, if I show you the size of my image, okay, let me extract this image over here, and let me extract the books.csv over here. Okay, so if I go to properties, the file size is like almost 2.97 MB, and this, the file size over here is properties, it's like 1.48 MB. So what if we want files that are greater than 2 MB? How we can extract only those files? It can be in GB also. For example, if you have multiple movies and you want to extract movies that are less than 1 GB, you can do that also. I'm just giving you an analogy, an idea. Like, this can be done. So for that, we have to make some few changes. So we are using name list. The name list only shows you the names of the files. Okay, so that's the like downside. We want more detail. So how we can get that detail? I have shown you this in the view zip files in the previous video. So if I come over here and if I copy this part, like let me type it, file list equal to zip file object dot I will give file info list. Okay, I can do this also, and if I print it, okay, so it gives us all the information of the file. Okay, so now what we can do, we can select based upon the file size. Now this file size are given in bytes, so you have to take care of that. Now if it is in bytes and you want 2 MBs file to be unzipped, like you want files which are less than 2 MB to unzip, that also you can do. So if it is 2 MB file, then if I do 1024, now it becomes like, if it is 2 MB, then it should be 2 into 1024. Now this becomes in kilobytes, and if I do again 1024, now this becomes bytes. Okay, I've shown you this part also in my previous video. So if I do shift enter, so this is like in KB. So 2 MB is equal to this much bytes, not KB, this is bytes. Okay, now if I use this, and for example, first I need this file size to be counted, I mean to be used. So for that, what I need to do, for file size in file list, okay, this is actually a line. Now what I need to do is print line dot, and you have this, let's suppose we want the file size, not the compressed size, just the file size. Okay, now we want the file size. If we paste this, okay, so line dot file size, if we do that, it's going to give us the file size. Now if I remove this part and if I do shift enter, it's going to print all the properties of the file, all of it, like the name, file name. Okay, this is the file name, this is the compress type, this is the file mode, this is the file size, this is the compress size. So it's having a lot of properties. Now we don't want all the properties, we just want the file size. If we want to do that, okay, now if I do dot file size and if I do shift enter, you can see these are the file size of each of the file. Now we these are like I should say numbers, if I am not wrong. Let me see the type of it. Okay, these are integer. Okay, well and good. Now we just need to select this conditionally. Just put a condition: if line dot file size is lesser than, because we want the file size less than 2 MB. If I put it over here, if line dot file size is less than this number of bytes, which is 2 MB, this is equivalent to 2 MBs. So, and then only do an extract. Okay, so I can copy this and I can paste it over here. Zipfile object dot extract, and I'll pass line. Okay, and if I do shift and enter, and if I open this, you are able to see the actual CSV files that were present. The CSV files, like these are less than 2 MBs in size. So you are able to see the CSV files in your directory. So it was able to filter out only the CSV files from your all set of files. So if you come over here, data, you're having all set of files, right? And it was able to filter out only the particular CSV files that we need. Especially, I should not say CSV files, I should say it was able to filter out all the files less than 2 MBs in size. And this is the condition that we have put. And one more thing I wanted to show you is, for example, here I passed the line. The line is actually an object, it's not the file name. So if you pass line and if you do shift enter, this actually works. You have the data inside of this, and if I delete it and if I pass the file name, I hope you remember what is actually the file list, right? If I copy this and if I paste it over here, so you actually remember what this is. So we can also pass the file name, like this property. So if we pass the file object dot extract line, instead of line, if we pass the file object dot extract the line, that file name, and if we press enter, even you can see that also works. We have the data over here. Okay, so both the things will work. You can pass the object itself, or you can pass the file name also. So it accepts both of them. So I guess this makes it very powerful. So we can use this to maybe build more things. Like for example, if we have multiple movies and inside those movies we have subtitle, now we can filter out those subtitles. We can filter out movies less than 1 GB of size. Even we can do that. Now just think the possibility. We have a zip file module in Python which is able to compress a file, view a file, and zip a file. Now we also have a Kinter module in Python, which is the GUI part of Python. Like you can build GUI applications using this. So if we merge the GUI and this zip file module, we can create something which is equivalent to a WinRAR. Maybe not as powerful as WinRAR, but something as like little bit close to WinRAR. We can create our own zipping application. That is something we can do. So that was it for this video. I hope you guys found this video helpful, and don't forget all the things that I have explained. I have created a documentation. I have pasted documentation in the description. Do check that out. And even I have put the Jupyter notebook file. Okay, so do check that out. And if you found this video helpful, do press that like button. And as always, thank you for watching. I'm going to see you in an upcoming awesome video.